Oh, 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 yeah. Oh my God. Oh, oh man. O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Auto parts. Oh God. I changed these during the pre-show, and they don't save. Sometimes they do. Other times they don't. At the end of the day, I'm the one holding the bag. I look like the fool. Alright, let's do this.
Rank on Jerkmate.
Greetings! Why are you talking about Jerkmate? Oh, no.
Wait, what is that? Let me hold on. Let me Google it.
My sincerest of apologies. I didn't think you were gonna turn on stream at that moment.
Holy shit! Just kidding. I'm
Good
not
job,
in Jerkmate
Lurker.
mode.
You're the one who was cut.
I'm in girl mode. Yo.
Stop!
Yeah, dude, you were gonna get more weirdos in chat.
You're not here yet. You're just, please, give me a little bit of time before I have to deal with that.
We're not live.
Yes, we're
No,
live.
we're live.
But you're
Oh,
just
I was
not
like,
here
I'm
yet.
trying to please the people.
No, don't
With my
please the
feminine-
people. You get
Not
fucking
yet! You're not on
weirdos, bro.
You're not on screen. Please.
You're
What are you talking
spoiling
about?
your
Look
character,
what
bro.
Please.
Look at what I just pulled out of the water. It's
Please.
a loop.
Alright.
There's a leak in the boat.
Would someone
look at-
please give me a fucking recap, please.
I'll be honest.
Eddie Craig, give me a recap.
I'm stuck between Valley Girl and Jerkmate. All right, you're gonna...
Jesus Christ, we're gonna forget about that. Forget about it.
Oh God! All right, I got it.
Tell the fucking story, Craig.
I told you to stop saying my fucking name with that voice.
I forgot your character's name. Hold up.
Cease.
Damien.
I will mute you on my side. Quiet.
Alright, let me go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and sit.
Oh, good lord. Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. Yes. Last time, we gathered... Sorry, alright. I'm good. The name's Damien Thimbletop. Nice to make all your acquaintance. Though I have a bit of a interesting story to go through today. As, I met an interesting group of individuals. The intel I was given was not quite as colorful as they all were. But it was easy enough to get them all grouped up and ready to sail. Although rather, only one of them was recognizable from the information I was given. And the horse-headed one, Veneteer was the name. Albeit, I believe one of them, what was it, Twilight Mouse was also revealed. Hiding as a rather dashing young halfling, revealed herself to be a woman. A rather large human who could not help himself from staring down us good folk. And some entity known as Nar was apparently hiding amongst the... Well, somewhere. I could sense someone was watching me from a distance and breathing down my neck. The same, apparently she's invisible, but... Nar is on the list, so I'm not... I guess I'll have to trust them. A couple other names that are missing, but I don't seem to be able to spot them. But nonetheless, the actual story. Well, I was told that they'd be entering into the town at some point. Butters apparently was able to get something out of this. But, well, I was able to spot them entering into the bar, casually entered in, and made my presence known. Found the young halfling sitting by themselves and decided to introduce myself. With a bit of a wiles, I was able to convince them to allow me to be their guide across the water, having a badge they were requiring. Now we have decided that I shall be their guide as well to Isola. Although they needed a bit of a detour, leading over to apparently what was once in the Ambersong household. And it seemed to be that the halfling was a bit attached to the place, and I'm pretty sure that they stole something from one of them while they distracted them. None of my business. I'm getting paid, and that's what matters here. After we were able to deal with the little event at the Ambersong house, I was able to get boutage with Stonemane, a rather loud man who's... Well, he's trustworthy. I guess that's the best that could be said. We will soon be departing out for Isola, and hopefully I can survive the end of this to get my damn coin. I can only pray that the Black Hands is watching over me.
Alright, inspiration for you.
No.
Throws it in the pile.
Call him Happy Feet.
Who was revealed to be a woman.
A woman.
A woman.
It's like me.
On emphasis on woman.
Please! Okay. So, as you start to, need to, reset. Okay, enough. Alright.
Yeah, deep
fuck.
breaths.
Holy fuck, dude. Alright.
I have to get this one out of my system. Gay!
This is gonna be one of those under the desk streams.
Slowly retreats to the floor.
God, I haven't done one of those in a while. Just you guys let me know when you're done being creative. Alright. And so, the party starts to make their way down the watery canals. Ranmir Stonemane guiding them with ease. Till finally, they come to a part where the docks expand, leading northward to... Check something. Leading northward down the larger river that spills into the Weeping Lake, joining the rest of the delta as it goes towards the Misty River, leading towards the southwest and spilling into the Abyssal Ocean. Moment as I load the northern part of the docks for you. Okay.
What's this guy's name?
Stonemane.
Stonemane?
Ramir Stonemane.
So, Mr. Stonemane, right? These harpoons, are they gonna be enough to pierce the shell of the crab?
Well, to be right honest, we better hope we don't run into any such creature. But if
Why
so,
is that?
Because it be dangerous?
You look around, puzzled. Danger? That's only a word used by the weak, incapable of handling the challenges they currently face.
And how about the part that you can't breathe underwater?
Weakness.
Weakness. He keeps getting doubles down. Absolutely.
Right. Well, when you end up jumping off, try not to capsize the boat.
I won't be jumping off alone. Also, talking about jumping the boat. How is it that you fight? I don't see a visible weapon on you.
Who said I'd fight?
Not everyone fights, Mr. Sol.
No, everyone has to know how to fight here.
Well, you maybe go ask the barkeep, or the people who tend to the stables, or maybe even the boatman here. Not everyone needs to fight. It's what warriors are for, like yourself. We spend money to train you, gear you, prepare you. We earn the coin that you so gracefully cover yourself in. He looks
So
at
you don't know how to
later.
fight.
Look, I can protect myself. Don't worry.
How? I'm curious.
You're a bit of a prying bunch. Look, I'm just
Files
here.
nails.
I'm just here to get you across the water, maybe show you some sights around. Not quite sure what all this fascination with myself is about. You're just a talkative sort.
Oh, we'll lean in. You one of them magic casters?
Look at his face when he leans in. Look at it. Look at that face. Leaning in. It's so squished.
Look,
He's trying to be stealthy about it.
I need you to be real clear. You a Matharian?
No. Are you?
No. I look like one of them stuck up. No.
You look stuck up.
He's a noble.
Could you perhaps
Mr.
give me
Sol.
some room?
Okay. Well, at this moment, the what is going on? Can't point at things?
I hate to be that guy, but have you seen Holden's sister?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you actually hate to be that guy?
Anyway, so at this point, the boat starts to make its way up to the last vestiges of the northern river dock. You're still on the boat at this time, but up ahead of you, you will see that there is a stranger waiting on the dock. They stand out from the others by their strange manner of dress and by the look of resolve upon their face. As they look out towards you, you can see that a flash of curious, perhaps even recognition, comes across their eyes as they see Veneth T. Alright, and here we go. God have mercy on me. 2 seconds, please. Grab that. And you will see this individual waiting for you. Alright, Luke, go ahead and introduce yourself and your new character.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Howdy, I'm Luke. You may recognize me by the voice behind Marlowe. In this new installment of Sagas and Solace, I will be playing his newly widowed wife, Ayim. Yeah, you said I recognized Venetir.
From the descriptions given to you by the visions sent by the last few moments of your husband's death. Ranmir will look over his shoulder at Venethtir. You know this woman?
I don't. Her sigils are present in this picture, correct? Blue?
Yeah, everything is visual that you can see.
But I do recognize those symbols. So perhaps.
Oh, good. Another unique individual to add to this gaggle. Go ahead. I won't stop you from talking to some friends.
Shall I
Is
turn
there
the boat?
No, she looks like she needs conversations with someone. Do I know you?
A woman of boyish physique, about 5'11", seemingly covered in a skin of intricately haphazard parchments, carrying the inscription of inked eyes that you're familiar with, will remain standing. There's a odd stillness about her. She will speak. Greetings. I am Haborim of the Sand. You may call me Aim. I have seen you in a vision, and I think that you were there at the point of my husband's death.
Twilight Mouse will gasp.
I'll take my helmet off.
God, he's so cool.
Did Girl have a wife? I'll whisper to Invisible Mar.
Oh, what terrible complexion.
I see.
He will look you up and down as if trying to remember something, perhaps the moments of wakefulness just after a dream. And her eyes will wander downward to the floor in front of her, the edge of the platform, as she will step aside, realizing that she is in the way of your departure.
No, please join us. You and I have a lot to talk about. You should know what happened.
For you to continue your journey on this boat, she will step over onto the edge. She will take a seat.
I'll pay for her.
Oh, goodness. The brute.
Ranmir will nod and will place the oar against the side. You can make it right when we get there. Best we be going now before the tide changes. With that, Ranmir will take his oar and begin to steer the boat towards the open.
Like I was not prepared to just hop on this boat right now.
Only
I
thing
will-
more dangerous
I was
than
scrambling.
a Corvana's
dude.
magic caster is a 4-in-1.
Don't do Valley Girl.
Do it.
Oh my god, is that Craig?
You silent lurker. Do not encourage the demon.
Man.
Do not encourage the. Okay.
Girl.
I'll turn to
I gotta stop. I'm just reverse psychologing you right now, I swear.
It's like.
Psychologing me?
I don't fucking. I'm broken
fucking
right
luck.
now,
That's
alright?
not what girls sound like.
Yeah, fuck.
Every time I complain, every time.
Oh my god.
Was that a satisfied sigh?
Those I need my whiskey.
The deed of a whiskey.
Get the humors rolling.
Okay. Well, anyway, when you get out onto the open lake, you will see that Ranmir will unfurl a small mast and canvas, set it up into the center, and extend a pontoon to the starboard side of the vessel. The wind will catch in, filling the sail. He will then call back over his shoulder. Get comfortable. We've got about a day's of sailing before we make it to Isola. Most likely with how heavy the water is. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll catch a squall or something, but for now, best we go slow and steady.
We are in your care.
Ship got bigger. For what purpose?
Folds out to better handle the waters, I imagine.
You can read my mind?
You speak aloud, Mr. Sol. I don't think you're capable of silently
No.
thinking.
Not that time, I didn't.
I see.
He says out loud too.
I stand corrected then.
Not that time I didn't.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
So I thought. But this halfling can fucking read it.
Are you a divination wizard, Miss?
Sorry. Twilight Mouse, at your service. You said your name was, Ayim?
Ayim, I believe, is the correct pronunciation in your language. It's a bit difficult for me to wield well. But yes, please call me Ayim.
I see. No, to answer your question, I am not a divination wizard. Mr. Sol simply speaks his mind. It's not that difficult.
Your name sounds a lot like I am.
Did you mean to say that out loud, Mr. Sol?
Yes, that was directed at at the new person.
Oh, good.
Thank you for sharing your observations with me. Was that intended to be a question?
No, I was just making a statement.
Oh, well done.
Well, this
He'll turn
seems
around.
like a rather capable group.
I'm gonna leave
Oh.
a trail of snow behind by dipping my mace like halfway into it. I'm just gonna.
Are you
Well,
ADD
nice.
or something?
I will. I will pat a seat for AM.
You'll notice the gesture and take it.
I am assuming that you are looking for Marlo, correct?
Marlowe?
That was his Corvinus.
The name sounds funny to me in this language. I called him Mally back home. But if you knew him as Marlowe, then yes.
We assume it must be the same one, as Twilight Mouse will point at her own nose and cheeks. You match. He never would tell us what that meant.
What meant?
The tattoos across your face.
They're markings of our people.
Uh-huh. She will nod. Ouch. And punch myself in the face as I get tangled in my headphone cord. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were doing one of those like stupid, where you like hit yourself in the head.
Might as well be. Might as well be.
She's entangled in her own rope. Look at her. Foolish thing.
Foolish.
Returns to dipping Mace into water.
I
No, not Maul.
assume that you know the words. Miss Aim?
You there, Luke?
Hello?
No, we lose.
Is my mic cut now?
Hey, you're back.
Oh,
we
fuck,
didn't, we didn't hear a
I
single thing you
fucking-
said.
God damn. Okay. The last. Fuck. Where do we go here? Last thing. You said, "Do you know the words?" And I responded with,
I said, I assume you know the worst.
The worst?
Marlo's death.
"Oh, yes, I was made
No.
aware of that as of recent."
Yes, he did a noble thing in sacrificing his own to save mine and a few others.
It doesn't sound like him.
You'd be surprised what this continent can do to oneself. He was a very different person when I met him. I guess our influence on him changed.
Is this your home? Are you all natives here?
Yes. This is
I am.
Kovanda's, my home.
I will be blunt with you. I am not quite comfortable here. There's a tinge to the air. It's like a sadness or
A veil.
a dimness to this place, at least from what I've seen. The visions that the speaker has given me have been quite macabre. I am fortunate to have run into you at an opportune moment.
Violet Mouse will come closer and sit down and squint. No offense, Miss, I am. My friend Chrome is a very trusting man. And he can afford to be, as she'll slap his arm. He has big muscles and he fears nothing. But how long have you been in Corvanus, exactly?
That would be months, weeks.
You would have just arrived. Mere weeks. If
Okay,
that.
so the only place of Corvanus I've seen is effectively the sliver to the south,
Mhm.
and not okay. Well, weeks. I believe I have just seen a small sliver of the south.
You speak of visions. You speak of our friend Marlowe being your husband. He has been dead for less than a month. And we have made no mention of this or sent out any notices. You travel fast, and so does the news, apparently. Why are you here?
Sorry, I have to think about that, and also there's a. Can you guys hear the sawing of wood in the background?
I can't.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
thank
no.
fucking God. Okay.
You're beautiful.
Give
All
me
good.
2 seconds. Oh my God.
I'm
yeah.
sad to inform you, but I can't.
What
With
did you
his
say,
special-
Lurker? What did you say, Lurker? What the fuck?
He's talking about
No.
his, one of his racial feats that he got at level 1.
It's one of my racial feats to hear any song.
Is that a Mex? Oh.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, I'm not
I
allowed to
disagree.
laugh at that.
No, you can laugh. I allow thee to laugh.
I'll DM you my true feelings about how awesome that is. But for stream, I fucking hate that. That's terrible.
Oh yeah, I do have the tag now.
Fuck, what did you ask me? Sorry, wait.
Why are you here?
Yeah, why are you here?
Well, I don't know the details of Malley's task here. He was sent alone, and I had my own journey to take. And it seems that whatever he got himself into is unfinished.
Well, that will suffice for now, I suppose. What you see here are the remains of what was once a very organized group. Now we are in shambles. We're attempting to do the same work, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. We came to rely very heavily on some of our companions who are no longer here. And now we have kind of glances over at Sol as he's making popsicles out of lake water. Now we have, well, a new group, yes.
You
I
will
hope-
nod in recognition of you saying something, but there is a distance. It's not dismissive, but it's she appears to be thinking of something else.
Well, I shall hope that if you're traveling with us, that you will find the opportunity to find the answers you're seeking, I suppose. We do quite a lot of that.
I think answers demand questions, and I don't have many of those. Although, while it is on my mind, it would be prudent of me to ask, do you perhaps have his journal?
Not on me, no. I don't. Mr. Crone?
They are hid within our library.
You have a library.
It was his wish to create such knowledge.
A goal he succeeded in to great effect. There is much work to be done, and he is responsible for a great deal of it. Rather, was. I'm sorry for the dour and melancholy tone of this conversation. Is simply, 'tis a recent wound, and I'm sure that you probably feel it more than most.
I appreciate the gesture. I am quite fine, though. There's a lot of information. This is a very strange place. Your home.
It can be, yes.
Where,
The more we
where's
learn, the
your-
more that seems to be true.
Where's your library?
Far from here. Far to the north. We will be returning there, likely, after our mission across the lake. I suppose as his wife, you'd be more than welcome to join us.
Would I have your permission to enter of my own accord?
She'll glance over at Chrome.
What do you mean by your own accord?
Do not journey there with you, necessarily.
You may do what you wish. I don't control your actions.
Well, if you don't mind, I would like to accompany you for a bit longer, in case new questions arise, begging for answers. I'll do my best to procure a map, and perhaps you can help me with finding or pointing out the location of this library. I would greatly appreciate it.
We could probably do that.
It is not difficult. It is between two big cities.
I'll kind of sidle up to Chrome and whisper at him. How open are we supposed to be about information of where we are located? I know that is a mantle that you have taken upon yourself. How free are we going to be with this information?
The library is open to all to enter and read. If they wish to know it, I'll give it to them.
Very well. I'll follow your lead. Once we find a map, we could probably purchase one in Isola when we arrive there. We could probably circle something for you.
I would appreciate that very much. In the Lock and Hide screams in my brain tingle Eye of Fate genre of shit, would I know there's a demon standing 5 feet away from me?
At this moment, no.
Okay.
Not yet.
Pathetic. I knew the invisible creature was here ever since it first laid breath.
So,
Did you say breast, or did I just feel that into my mind?
breath.
From the moment he drew breasts. I know that feeling. Good.
Dude, for real.
So,
Sorry.
I understand that the recently widowed has a bit of priority. Perfectly reasonable, but I was also promised an explanation as to why you've been cross-dressing.
Oh, yes, I suppose I did promise you that as an addition to your payment. I don't suppose you want the long story.
Well, we're gonna be here for a day, so feel free.
Well, I was born as Arabella Ambasong.
You're from one of them halfling families.
Yes, I am the only daughter of Lord Hinding and Lady Garnett Ambasong of the Twilight Hills. And
that explains our little detour. Seems your family
Indeed.
isn't doing quite well these days.
Are you adopted? You look adopted.
No, I'm unfortunately not adopted.
What the fuck? What does that mean? Sorry.
You look ugly.
I'm easily probably a disappointment, however.
Yes, truly. It was rather disappointing.
Oh my God,
beg
stop.
your finest pardon?
Stop!
Oh, don't worry. It's just particular tastes. Worry not. Continue with your story.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I grew up in the Twilight Hills.
You smell sulfur.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. It's probably just a bit of a wind.
Well, we're on a lake. There are several smells, I suppose.
Apologies. I told you to speak and I interrupted you. Continue.
You're a very distracted young man, aren't you? Old man? Can't tell. There's grey in your hair, is that?
I am your elder. Continue your story.
Ah, very good. Where was I? Oh, I barely started. That's right, before I was interrupted 14 times. I'm going to keep it short, I think. I am the only daughter of the Ambasong family. They moved off to the Pale City a few years ago to marry me off to some Metherian noble son, and then he disappeared. And so that didn't work out, and well, I got involved with a friend who taught me skills and various trainings and a certain sense of justice. And then that friend died not long after. And so a part of me died, and I decided, well, rather, I was encouraged by someone who handed me a locket, that I could have whatever I wanted if I followed it. So I followed this locket, which would point me towards what my heart desired, supposedly. I thought it was leading me to revenge, perhaps a weapon or a means of destroying the thing that killed my mentor. And then it led me elsewhere. It led me to Chrome and Mr. Grohl and Mr. Marlowe, Miss Nar.
You'll just see him nod.
And is this city you speak of the great city that is covered in blood with the false light of celestial wings?
Well, it's very bright, and the Church of Metheria has a strong presence there, and they're very violent, so I suppose in a poetic way, yes. I think yes, if that's what you mean.
They are a symptom of a greater, worst illness of the world. They are simply reacting to such fallout. So please pardon their actions towards things they do not understand.
I won't. Their actions led directly to the death of my mentor, Mr. Chrome.
Well, I'm sure this is all very riveting for someone with context. I have no idea what you're actually talking about.
It's very complicated, and I feel like if I was to fill you in entirely, it would be many more hours than the amount of time we will have on this boat.
The short run of it is the world is sick, and I am tasked to heal it with the aid of my allies.
I learned that there is a way to return my mentor to life, but not while Corvanus is sick. And so my new mission has become to help Mr. Chrome and anyone else who will work with us to correct it.
And, well, you're not Metharians, right? The world's sick and I am the sword that must cleanse it. Sounds pretty...
No.
Well...
The Metharians have a twisted, convoluted method of doing it, and for all intents and purposes, from what we have learned, they are going about it all wrong. It's a huge mess.
Well, you're right on that part, but...
God.
Okay, and what does that have to do with you cross-dressing? Which was
you see,
the whole point of the question.
I suppose that comes from the list of skills and abilities that I was trained for by my mentor. Primarily the art of disguise, which I employ rather well, I like to think, as I was quite convincing. She'll wink at you.
Are you not a woman?
Oh, I am. Yes, I am. But Mr. Thimbletop here met me as a man just earlier today. I think he might have been enamored with me.
Yeah, don't dress yourself up too tall now.
But alas, no. I find that disguises are important, especially considering that, everyone believes I'm dead. My family has had a false funeral for me, I believe to save face, as I vanished after the Lantern Bridge sun vanished. It's possible that they think we eloped or something, or possible that they think that we are in fact dead. So better to save face and simply enact the ritual behavior, I suppose. That said, I intend to eventually reveal myself, but while I am in places where I might be recognized, such as the Twilight Hills in general, but mostly Hillylocks, where I am originally from, then I'm going to try and keep a low profile. And she will pull the sword that she's had pushed through her belt and set it point first on the boards of the boat. This is the Song of the Amber. It is my family's blade. This is what I took from the mansion back there. That woman was Amberlane Sagnil Ambersong, someone who married into the family, I imagine for greedy reasons. Never liked her. I don't think anyone has.
Riveting.
Yes. So there you have it. That's the full story. Well, summed up, anyway.
It is?
You asked.
Okay, well, how does that... Okay, I guess that explains the cross-dressing. Ma'am, you go ahead. You're the... As you were saying.
I haven't seen you in my visions, but from the conversation you're having, I'm gleaning that you're a recent associate.
Yes, a bit of a hired hand at the moment. They were looking to get across the waters. I have the means for them to get across, and a little extra coin to show them around town once we get there.
What of the rather fat man with the learning disability at the edge of the boat?
He is working with us.
Okay.
He's recent as well.
Oh no.
Are you pointing at me? Do you need me?
You've aggroed him.
No. Feel free to continue doing what you were doing as she watches little big ice cubes float by. Are you alright, Mr. Soul?
You are all depressing. Revenge is some depressing shit I've never in my life will get into. The Way of the Warrior is more fun. Just hear their bones crush.
Well,
Hear
you
their
know,
melodies of screams. So fun.
if it makes you feel better, revenge was the beginning. Now it's more about repair. Doesn't sound as good as revenge, but the mission parameters have changed.
Sounds like you're lost without a purpose.
I'm not. I have exactly the purpose that I am looking at.
Yes. Speaking of the healing of the world, I do know about much that's going on in the area. Obviously, what's going on over by the Free Cities, that plague that's been spreading. Everyone with their who even talks to anyone knows of the Broken Brothers.
Indeed.
Yes.
These are
Symptom.
your targets?
No, they are the outfall of why the world is sick. It is getting
And-
worse. We are seeing the first of it on the surface.
Well, a bit of a curious thing that you're entering the city Visola unannounced. Do you not have the ability to speak to higher-ups, or more of the nobles, or you wish your actions to be under wrap?
We do not want to disturb the natural flow of the city, because it's what they are on top of. They simply don't know what it is.
Oh,
Stealth and subterfuge are the name of the game for this mission.
right. Well, you have not... Well, let me just put it simply. You have not paid me to be stealthy and under subterfuge.
We've paid you to show us around, yes?
No, certainly, but what happens when you leave?
Well, here's...
Am I just to not mention the strange individuals that are running around with a horse helmet and cross-dressing?
Here's what I'm going to
with invisible
suggest to
friends?
you then, Mr. Thimbletop. And surely I believe that you are probably, and I have the utmost confidence in this, that you are probably most capable of showing us around without telling everyone our business. Smiles.
Well, certainly, I'm capable of such things, but, well, keeping a man's mouth closed is a lot easier when it's filled, if you get my meaning.
Mr. Soul,
Are you asking
his
us to
arms
fill
off.
your mouth?
Please stop, please.
No.
I can feel your mouth. He
No,
will
thank
take
you.
off the water of the mall. Ice.
With coin.
You
I
certainly
understand
don't
it's
have
an
a way with
innuendo,
words,
but
Mr.
you are not the one it was aimed at. Please walk away.
I can guarantee the discoveries you'll find will be well enough.
I
Believe me.
am no scholar. Discoveries are nice, but they're better when sold to other people who, want them.
Mr. Thimbletop, you are a noble, are you not?
There's nothing noble about this guy.
What do you
Only
mean? He
wants
dresses
gold.
very noble.
I,
He walked into that
Nobles
inn.
don't care about gold.
I dress with self-respect, but no, I am of no noble family or name. I am simply a traveling businessman, so to speak. I find myself, nobles are too attached to a single location. I prefer traveling.
Ah, I was hoping you were going to be a noble. That would be dramatically more useful where we're going, I thought. You're speaking of not having a way of speaking with important people, and I was hoping here that you would have such contacts, but I guess I was wrong.
Are you insinuating that only nobles are the people capable of knowing important people? I can assure you I've spoken to plenty of nobles in my day and know a few myself. Yourself clearly not included. as your noble title is basically stripped of you at this point, seeing as you are technically dead, no? So what does your noble title even matter?
I will kneel down to Twilight Mouse. He is
Wow,
looking
what-
you. He is
what a-
making you look bad. Do we drown him and leave him at the lake?
I've considered it. However, I could also consider simply binding him in chains. I'm sure that you'd be more than capable of doing so for me. And then dragging him back to Arcadum, where he can
capturing
see
people.
where I am.
You
They
are aware that you're saying this all in front of the boatman, who is the person in charge of where you're going, yes? He's not going to allow you to accost one of his customers.
He
Oh,
doesn't care.
I trust Mr. Stonemane. He is
Stonemane will
the,
look over the shoulder. If you could all stop trying to, like, I don't know, play with words and make vague threats, I'd like you to quiet down. We're coming up on the deepest part of the lake.
Oh,
Harpoons.
okay. We'll keep it in mind. Look, Mr. Thimbletop. You will get more pay, depending on the task. As it is right now, you are to get us across the lake and then show us about town, yes? Should we decide that your skills and knowledge and ability to speak to important people that we might have to get a hold of come up, then we will discuss further payment. Understood?
You are a bit of a complicated crew. You paid me
What is
decently.
complicated?
And what do you
Simple
mean
business.
complicated? I can literally just point at that one. I know he is not normal. There is something cursed about his nature. Do you look upon him?
He's a little pale.
How trustworthy is the man?
Very. He's the stepfather of my best friend growing up.
That means we know where he lives.
Yes, I know exactly where he lives, Mr.
Yeah,
Sol.
you were
Don't say
just
so.
requested. You were
Scary
just
things so
requested
loudly.
to not make thinly veiled threats. Please listen to the kind man.
Stonemane will say, that wasn't really veiled.
No, he is trustworthy, please.
But still,
I am what you guys call. Go ahead.
Could you please keep your voices down?
Oh, yes. Please listen to the man. These waters
I
can
am
be
sorry.
dangerous. Perhaps if naps are needed or anything, just please quiet down.
You will stack harpoons on the side of the ship.
I will sit with the sword in my lap.
Well, at least he's got the right idea. And yes, I accept your deal, this Amber Song.
Good.
Okay. So eventually, the party,
Yeah, I don't know what
passes into the night. Or rather, passes through the day, and night begins to fall. The wind has filled the sail. Stonemane will give a deep sigh as nothing seems to have happened. He will look over his shoulder and will say, "Got good news. Making excellent time. We're probably going to make it there tonight. Have your pass ready. Last thing I need is to have a weeping blade stabbing me in the throat."
Sounds good. Mr. Thimbletop, would you kindly?
What?
Have the pass ready.
Yeah, it'll be ready when it's needed, don't worry. I have it on my person. I haven't dropped it in the water during the time I've been sitting here for the last God knows how many hours.
Okay.
And Etheria knows how many hours.
About another 30 minutes pass, and then finally, almost out of the fog, the massive presence of the city becomes known to you. Ahead, a pair of old stone docks built out of some ancient recess that runs beneath the water down into the murky depths below, jettisons forward like a proud sentinel. As the boat makes its way upon the side, two otherwise nonchalant-looking individuals appear from the mists. You will see that they bear the mark of Isola on the front of their heraldry, marking them as the city guard. One of them will raise up a hand, and then will squint and say, Stonemane. Stonemane will nod back. I hope that this time that you have a pass, there will be no second chances. Stonemane gestures over towards Thimbletop and will state, this man right here has a pass.
He'll give a quick bow, flourish his hat. Good to make your acquaintances. Name's Damien Thimbletop. You'll open his jacket, show the badge. These good people are under my care, paid for.
The two will look at each other, and then they will nod. Looks like you came out on top this time there, Stonemane. Move up. Take slot 3. Dump your cargo and your passengers. You can make for a day, but then you gotta leave. Stonemane will nod and will go towards one of the small, sort of sectioned inlets in the stone where you can see that there are other boats of varying sizes docked and moored. As he comes up to it, you will see with a practiced hand, Stonemane will wrap the rope around the tops of the mooring lines and will tie his vessel to it. He will then gesture towards a small set of stone steps. Take these stairs. You'll go up a ways, up till you get over the crux of the top, and then you'll be able to enter the city center. You'll be able to enter the south side of the city. You'll be going through the Callus Gate. I wish you the best of luck.
Don't worry. They got me around. Could be not too difficult to get around. So long as the gangs are quiet.
Sure. Alright. Here we go! I'm actually really excited for these maps because I did like an experiment for Isola. So all the maps in Isola are in an isometric 2.5D.
Neat.
Oh, okay.
I really wanted to fully test it out for an area. Also, we will be going in and out of full in and medium zoom, kind of give you guys a feeling of size and all that. I might need to adjust the grid on some of the maps, so just be patient with me when we transfer over. But yeah,
Sounds good.
That's really what I wanted to do. I really wanted to. Basically, I'm testing out AI generation of maps for obvious help in lowering costs.
Considering how many maps you use, yeah.
Like, I need a lot of them, so I'm hoping that I can maybe make a compromise and I could do Ken counter. And anyway, it's fine. Anyway, let me load this up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you've been muted the whole time, buddy.
Fuck. No, I was unmuted by my wire wiggles. I was making girl noises that entire time.
Ah, thank fucking Jesus is real. I have changed to Christianity for this.
No, don't go to
I was gonna say
bro.
AI is evil. Ooh, I'm a girl.
Nor just screeches a little bit in the background.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. To save a wretch like me. Oh, God. Alright. Anyway. 1 second.
Before Solace leaves the boat, he will say to Stonemane, I know all dwarves can fight, It's do not mind this silly speech. He would just walk off.
What?
He
won't
he is
say
the
it.
Asperger warrior. Were we not?
The Asperg Zerker.
Oh, no, not the
Oh
ass zerker.
no!
Not the ass zerker, dude. Don't do
I forget if Holden's stepdad is a dwarf. I think he is.
He looks like it. I don't care, bro. I'm a racist. He
He's
looks like a dwarf. He's a dwarf.
called Stonemane, and he's got a big beard. Clearly,
You
he's a
there.
dwarf.
You there, short man with a beard and a stony name. Nice dwarfin.
Is Corvinus a tyrannical patriarchal society?
Oh my god.
What does that mean? What are those
Matriarchal,
words?
actually.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Mostly women in charge.
If you could take just
Women rock.
if I could take just a second to do my big scene reveal I've been waiting for.
Okay.
That's okay with everyone. As you step up along the stone steps, eventually you ascend to the point to where the Callous Gate opens before you. The break in the wall line reveals the city of Isola.
Ooh, it has a theme.
And you see
Whew.
I can kill so many orphans here.
That's a really cool map.
Do you not fear the ire of Lorita?
Who is Lorita?
We read about her.
Oh.
Goddess
Corvinus
of orphans
doesn't-
or something.
Corvinus doesn't know
Gosh.
much about foreign deities, miss.
No, you're one of them foreigners. Yeah, they've been talking a lot about gods. Look, enough with the Matheria. They don't need any more of them.
Nars and Tene twitch as she hears a name and remembers something.
I told you, Templetop. The only thing more dangerous than a caster of Corvinus is a foreigner.
Well, I guess I have to agree with you on that one.
I would also agree. The last foreigner we had traveling with us was, in fact, quite a threat, and we were all glad that he was on our side.
Is that not cowardice, Mr. Big Man, to be afraid of foreigners?
I am not afraid of them. It is just a simple fact.
Why do they call it homophobia? I'm not afraid of them.
I wish for them to approach me so I can insult them.
okay.
Anyway,
The,
now that we've gotten through this very cinematic scene.
the city of Isola lies before you, and you can go inside of it.
All
It's
right.
pretty.
So pretty.
All right. As you
Read
step
on.
through the Cowl's Gate, you will find yourself on the southern street. That's one of the main streets of Isola, and the one used by newcomers. It's called Callous Street. You are in medium zoom at this time. Each of the squares in front of you that you walk on are not 5 feet. They are to scale for 20 feet.
So, while I have agreed to become your guide, I don't exactly know what you're looking for. Perhaps you have any key points you've been interested in? Some specifics, perhaps? You wish to see the markets? They're quite extensive in this order. If you're doing this whole save the world thing, there is quite a few people to be hired here for, well, I guess I'll use the word mercenary work, but it wouldn't quite be accurate.
What is the area that people tell you to avoid most?
Probably the slums. You're going to get stabbed. Well, perhaps not you, rather intimidating sorts, but you get the point.
Not in danger, but in classifications.
Oh, probably the court. Well, what would be the location of the Weeping Blades? I'm assuming that would be it, correct, Arcadum? Like
So,
the most restricted area?
make me a history check, nerd.
I'm not trained in that.
It's a basic check.
Yeah.
We have a shitty guide, and that is insight.
That's
Nice.
Oh,
insight.
I rolled an 8, and it's... Do I have an intelligence bonus? Oh, it's actually a 7, as I have a negative in intelligence.
Who could have known?
I'm not
Wow.
a bookman.
Wow. Okay, there are several places that you should not go in Isola. You haven't been to any of them because you don't want to die. But generally speaking, anywhere where the Weeping Blades hold administrative power, not a good idea. Anywhere where that the city guard does not venture, there's a few places. There's Lost Row, there's the Western Docks, and there is, of course, the Aqueducts, which is another name for the slums in this area. Those are the places you don't want to go.
Well, for the most part, if you're looking for restricted, I haven't been to, well, really any of them, but as stated, the slums, called the Aqueducts, any place currently held by administration of the Weeping Blades, they are they're, you look around themselves, assassins.
I know what they are.
They're a bit of a thorny group, but if you come to them with coin, they're rather accepting, but again, do not enter unless invited.
Well, as we are entering in the process of information gathering, if you would like to lead us to the local market or nearby tavern, we can probably ask our own questions and find information that we're looking for. That would be helpful.
A local tavern. There's a few I could think of. Sure. I'll take them to the closest tavern.
You know, when asking about these things, it's better to ask about rumors of such, like a hole of unknown origin, or the such.
Oh, do you wish to know about the city itself? Well, no, you're not going to get much of that from a tavern. I mean, maybe you'll get some rumors about people going missing, or perhaps some place that broke down and now there's rumors of ghosts or something. But if you want actual knowledge of the city, then
As we're walking through the city, Arcadum, can I keep an eye out for anything that seems like underground behavior in the alleys as we pass by?
Are you asking, is there the right people around?
Yeah.
You will notice that there are plenty of the right people around. Perhaps even more than you thought you would see. However, it seems that, oddly enough, people just seem to be keeping to themselves.
Is there anyone following us?
No,
are you going to... if you actually wish to learn of the city itself, you could always go to the town hall. A few officials there could probably inform you. Structures, maybe in a library or two, but most of those are rather restricted access. Though if you're noble, I'm sure you could always get your way through.
I am going to not play that card, at least not yet. As I will pull my hat down and flourish my cape and become Wilhelm Freestreet again. Whoosh.
I could pull that card.
Yes,
Let's-
yes, you could. But that sounds like a very big flag to wave when subtlety is needed.
He'll look to the horse helmet, the paper lady, and the man who can't blink. Subtle. Yes.
Look, if all of us could be... I suppose I could use my precious resources to make all of you more subtle.
Is that important?
We look like every freak show walking around this place anyways. Why does it matter?
That's true.
Look, you stick out.
Oof.
These people are locals. While they might look unique to yourself, I assure you most of them are wearing what would be expected of the sort. You, and I do specifically mean all of you, stick out. Even you, in your little disguise. You looked perfectly fine if you were back at your home with all the other halflings, but this is not there anymore.
I'm quite sure that there are halflings in Isola. We're only across the lake from Hillylux. You're here,
Yes.
and apparently have a pass to get in here, either anytime you want.
And I told you I'm a traveling businessman.
My point.
Look, you are not going to be subtle. That's all I'm trying to get across here. You can't. You just can't.
Were you not claiming to be a guide earlier?
I am guiding
Why?
you by being honest that if you wish to be subtle, your mere existence is not.
Very helpful.
Look,
Now,
as I said,
as
I'll
long-
take you to the local tavern if you wish to speak to some locals, maybe get some rumors as this one spoke, but what are you actually here for?
You're a guide.
we need to.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold it together, dude.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Just the way he just... You're a guide.
Bitch, bro, he won't reveal anything about how he fights. Fuck him. He can go to fuck himself.
I don't need him. I need to know how he kills people. Okay? Before me how you kill people. I'm not interested in you.
it's the only way to
You're a
know a man,
man.
truly.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to... It's just so funny to me.
Is that not how you guys meet people? Do you not just walk up to random people and be like, hey, bro, if you had to stab somebody, how would you do it? You'll know so much about them. You'll learn so
He
much.
said... You're a guide.
Look,
Oh
I can.
my god, I'm sorry.
Yes, take us somewhere where we can gather information on what we are looking for. You don't necessarily need to know exactly what we're looking for to do that, do you?
It would help drastically. Like, do I take you to the town hall and talk to some officials who might be able to point you towards, like higher officials, maybe some important buildings?
We are looking for something secret. It might be a secret to anyone important. It might not.
See,
How about-
you're
How about
mean,
we
if
go
you're-
with this? Apology. Let's just look for the rumors, and then we cross off one that we do not care for. Anything strange occurrence. The city is on top of what I need to get to.
Yes, you mentioned something about underground.
Look, how about this?
Okay. So, to be clear, you need to get underground. Is that what we're getting at?
Perhaps it's
Then
underground. We should get a map
perhaps-
of the sewers.
a map of the sewers. Well, okay, that would be seen as a rather suspicious thing if we walked into the town hall and requested a sewer map.
Oh, please. I can probably accomplish this. How about you point us to the local tavern? I will drop the rest of you off there, where you can gather information, and I will go about acquiring my own.
Well, okay. Yeah, sure. You're paying if this is what you want to do. Yeah. All right. So this way to the local tavern.
Okay. Just
That was a lot of talking just to take us where we asked you to take us in the first place.
Well, I
Fuck
was
me,
walking
bro.
there first, and then I asked for some specifics, and then you yelled at me because I was trying to figure out where I needed to take you.
You've said multiple times, I am a guide. Why do you need to know how I fight? Why do you need to know what we're looking for? You are a guide.
Because I need to know where to take you. What does me taking you from location A to location B relevant how I kill people or not?
It is one of those scenarios that you advised us against about being robbed.
Yes, but that was only if you entered into, say, the aqueducts. It's a bit of a slum, but if you're also looking to get underground without, say, catching a lot of notice, the aqueducts would actually be a decent place to look. I'm a little over table. I'm assuming the aqueducts is actually connected to like their water supplies.
yeah, it's the slums. Basically, they flood. That's why they're called that. As the tide goes in and out, but people still live down there because it's cheap.
Ah, okay.
Duck boys. Duck boys.
Duck, no.
I miss them.
Duck boy!
Duck boy.
Boys. Where it all began.
Like, and as I've said, if you're looking to get underground, perhaps like the aqueducts, the slums, you might be able to talk to a few individuals who perhaps smell a bit, but we could certainly get us underground without notice. This one indicated, pointing to Venethir, that he's got quite a bit of coin, and, well, he's intimidating enough that we shouldn't be accosted. Albeit, this one might have to put on a mask, as most of them rather hate being stared at. I am trying to actually help you get what you need. I'm not... If you need to get underground, the sewers are probably the place you wish to look.
I will rub the bridge of my nose, waiting for us to actually start going somewhere.
Okay. Do you wish to take them to a to just a local tavern? Because you know where one.
Yeah, I'll just start walking them since they're not giving me answers to the tavern.
Okay.
Like he's prodding them, but I guess I'm not
it
getting
has
anything.
been it has been some top form roleplay. It's just cracked me up. Like, you're a guide.
You're a god, bro.
You're a guide. It's just... Sorry. Oh.
That conversation was physically nauseating. Like, I actually feel sick. I don't know. Like, I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Okay. Okay. Let me load you guys up. And check that. Make sure all that's working. Good. Eventually, you lead them this way. Down the city streets. Down the city streets. And here, down the western side of the street, you lead them to a place that is called Lady Lona's Lounge.
All right.
Second. Okay, there we go. That looks better. All right. As you enter, you will find yourselves in a cozy, sort of small, tucked away establishment. You can see that there are several individuals. From what little you can see, for there is a thin haze of smoke that fills the ceiling from the many hookah pipes that are placed atop the different tables. Communal and designed to be shared. You can see that some are simply sharing some and conversing, and others are enjoying their time by themselves. You can smell the smoke, you can smell the alcohol. This is a place of relaxation. And you enter here.
Loaded.
Isn't it awesome?
Loaded.
Yeah.
Definitely starting to feel like a halfling with the size of this place.
Yes, they have only big chairs.
It should be designed that you'll fit in a chair.
If you look at the bar, those chairs are about our size.
Yeah, you should be able to hold down shift and actually sit in the chair, which is what I wanted people to be able to do.
A booster seat. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright. It's a bit of a nice place. Everyone's a bit more relaxed, perhaps a bit more open-tongued. You just speak to a few people here. Perhaps they have some rumors. Perhaps they're, some of their children are missing, or maybe one of them got attacked by a mysterious shadow in an alley or something.
Are you just making up and guessing what we might be looking for at this point?
You're not the first group of strangers to ask a bunch of people, hey, have you heard rumors lately?
Alright, go ahead and make me a perception check as you guys enter the establishment. Okay, let's see. Dar, did you just take off?
Saw a chandelier.
You just... Okay.
Floopa.
Let me go make sure nobody here can see you. That would be unfortunate. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'm invisible.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Up onto the chandelier.
That's an actual lie. Like this. Man.
Oh, yeah, you're a devil. Lying's a bit painful for you, wouldn't it?
No one here can see you.
Hey. I certainly can't.
Okay, and with those checks, you can see that there are a few individuals that sort of stand out from the others. To be clear, this place it's not like packed to the brim, but there's certainly customers. It's reasonable. It's reasonably busy, leading you to believe that it's a pretty successful establishment with regulars and all sorts. You see these individuals stacked about the room. Let's see here. Let's see. This guy, you'll see. That guy. This guy. Oh. There you are. Okay, go ahead.
Fancy boys. Right. Well, I'm going to sit over here with the paper lady for now. And just observe. See if I notice anybody that looks like they're the right people. But with the 2 perception, probably not.
Well... Why is my pointer not working? Hold on, let me refresh real quick.
Okay.
This is starting to harsh my mellow.
Mellow harshed.
It's time for a voice change.
Good disguise there, Mr. Sol.
I'm starting role-playing.
I'm starting to hide.
Dude.
He's entering his subtle mode.
Entering subtle mode.
Well, here's your tavern for you to collect your information. If you need more from me, just ask, I guess.
Sounds good.
Much appreciated.
I'm still loading, sorry guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, and can I... Oh, fucking...
You can point.
I get full...
He can fight.
Shit again. Now I gotta reset up my camera. Alright. Sorry. This guy definitely looks like the right kind of person.
Okay. I will try to subtly get his attention through the smoke. I'm just occasionally attempting subtly to flash a gang sign, basically.
Subtly.
Thieves canting, yes.
Okay. Eventually, you throw up some thieves' cant as he looks over, and you will see that he raises an eyebrow, and then he will say, "Greetings" in thieves' cant.
I will acknowledge. And then I will throw back. Mind if I sit over there?
He'll nod.
Excuse me, I think I'm going to get a drink. I'll hop up from my chair. And come over here and order a drink. And, yeah. I'll sit here for a second. And draw little circles on the table.
As you take a seat, he'll then call out, "So, what brings you to my table, then?"
I'm looking for information. I've just arrived. What can you tell me of the Weeping Blades in the city?
I can tell you that those that come around asking of them either know what they need to use them for, or are asking the wrong questions are going to get themselves killed.
I see.
You really must be new around here. Don't know how it works in whatever little podunk that you come from, but around here, the right people follow a strict chain of hierarchy. And more so than that, there better be a good reason for you to coming around here sniffing out your questions. So why don't you explain what the hell you want, and then maybe I can help you.
I will revert to Thieves' Cant, as I will say aloud, like, not aloud, but like whispering to him. I'm here looking for a place. And I will Thieves' Cant. I'm with an organization looking to make a change What do you know of the underground of the city?
What, you mean the aqueducts? He's switching in and out of Thieves' Camp as needed.
Yeah. Switching back and forth. Potentially the aqueducts. I'm looking for something bigger. A something beneath the city. Something strange. Any leads? Any rumors?
Well, that depends entirely on what it is that you mean by strange. Some people might think it's strange to go down to the aqueducts and find a man who's pleasured himself while hanging himself until he dies. Not really something that's strange around here. What is it you're looking for, little... whatever you are?
I'm looking for something that thrums with magic.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere. You a caster or something?
No, not myself, but...
Good, you should probably not go around asking random people that, to be honest.
Well...
There's seekers everywhere. Don't worry, you're safe here. There's a lot.
I suppose many seekers would be among the right people.
There's a lot of foreigners here. Lona has a soft spot for them.
Fill me in. Who is Lona that I should know?
Lady Lona of the Lady Lona's Lounge. She's
the
proprietor of this establishment.
Where does she fit in the hierarchy?
Well, she fits as in she's one of the few people in this city that actually cares about other people. Makes her prices decent, gives a place for everyone to kind of relax. She's neutral ground and safe haven. She's untouchable.
Untouchable. That's good to know. A safe place. Who's the Don in Isola? Is that common knowledge?
That depends entirely on which side you're speaking about. There's our Don.
Sides.
Aye, there's our Don. Don Dusk. Then there's their Don. Their Proctor or whatever.
Well, let us consider then that I am not with the Church of Theria. I imagine Dawn Dusk would be the one highest in the hierarchy that I'm interested in.
Aye, I suppose.
Well, don't suppose you could arrange a meeting with the next in command? Or even further down? I'll work my way up if I need to.
Well, you're a precocious little gutter snipe, aren't you?
I have very little time.
Aye, and I've got limited patience. So why don't you tell me why the fuck I would put my neck out for some random halfling I just met?
I could tell you the truth. But I warn you. You might not be ready to hear it, and you might think that I'm lying, but that will be on your end.
I'm listening.
I suppose you've put together quite a little life for yourself. You enjoy coming to places like this to relax. Enjoy Lady Lona's comforts.
Get to the fucking point already.
It's all going to end. Or rather, it will if we don't do something. My companions and I are trying to find something underneath Isola that can fix it. Rather, one piece of many, many, many parts.
Okay.
How much do you love life?
Alright. Easy with all the setup. Alright, I'm more of a straight shooter here. You said everything's gonna end, and you gotta... Okay, what's gonna end? How is it gonna end?
It's very complicated.
Yeah, sounds like bullshit to me.
Yes, I thought you might say so. Perhaps, either you believe me or you don't.
Or maybe you have evidence of everything ending?
Not in my pockets, sir. Do you carry evidence of everything you know?
Yeah.
You must know quite a lot, then. Right. On to what our original business was. What can I do as a precocious young halfling to make my way up the ranks so that I can speak to someone who might know things and care?
Well, probably you don't want to start with being a stark, raving fucking lunatic.
I get that a lot.
Or maybe
Doesn't
you
make it
should
less
do
true.
something about it.
I'll try. What's something I could do to prove it? Or at least to begin to gain some manner of believability in this city.
Credibility is the word you're looking for, and finally, something that actually matters. Look, you might believe that everything's gonna end, and whether or not you're able to prove that, honestly, I don't give a fuck. What I do care about is that if you want to talk to somebody in my neck of the woods, somebody above me, and eventually make your way to speaking to the Dawn, who I presume you're after because you've been speaking about him so much. First, there's a few things you're gonna have to do. Given that you want to gain our trust that we might even consider your ludicrous request, you're gonna have to do a few things for us. This is not only because it is useful to us and we will exploit you for it, but also because we need to make sure that you're not some spy or assassin yourself. Or, more importantly, that you're not just a fucking lunatic. So,
That's fair.
if and you want something to do, I can think of something that might give you, let's call it, a little capital that I might trust you. Or at least, trust you enough to ask about it.
Name it.
Well, you see, here in Asola, people live fast and die quick. And as it just so happens, I need somebody that needs some killing. I was gonna hire some of these fucks around here, but it looks like you've done went and presented yourself. He'll pull out a piece of parchment. He'll slide it over to you.
I'll pull it to me and look at it.
You'll see a coded message.
What's it say?
Oh, you won't know what it says until after I give you the cipher. And I'm not gonna give you to the cipher until you, well, let's just say, I'm gonna tell you to go somewhere. You're gonna pick it up. You're gonna translate it, if you got any brains in your head, and then you're gonna go complete that task. Once that task is completed, you will return to me. Savvy?
Savvy.
Good.
I
will
can do
then pass
that.
you another piece of parchment. You will go to this location tomorrow night, and you will sit at this bench, as he points to a specific bench on a small makeshift mat. Beneath it, you will find the cipher to your current message. You will then execute the instructions on that message, and then you will report back to me the following night. This is all the time that you have to do that. Should you fail or are killed, do not bother returning to me, as I will pretend that you never existed.
Excellent. I will return. And when I do, perhaps we will have a deeper conversation.
Sure.
I'll hop up from the chair. Thank you for your time.
For my racism, is that a dwarf right there?
That is a dwarf.
I will approach this dwarf, bro.
Okay.
This dwarf looks friendly. Surely he won't just... Alright, it's stealth mode, so hold on. Howdy there, partner.
Yes!
He will look up, his big, thick beard bristling.
Who are you?
I am nobody, sir. I'm just here looking for some mines.
Don't say that about yourself. I'm sure you're somebody to somebody.
Yes, but to you, I am nobody, sir. So,
I used to be
might
somebody.
as well. Oh, damn.
I used to be.
No, it's fine, it's fine. He'll tap him in his back.
I used to be somebody.
No, please, stop.
I just can't.
You're moisturizing your beard a bit too much. It might fall out.
I can't. I see their faces. There's so many of them.
Whose faces now is you talking about?
Oh, I don't understand why I lived. That was the point of it all.
Oh, come on now, don't down yourself. You got a big long life ahead of yourself. Can't do that. Cheer up, man. One more drink, that'll be all for you. Get your head in the game. Think about the happy things in life. Come on now, I know you can do it. Or is it
Make a persuasion check. See if you can
shit? No, not for.
try to cheer him up. Go ahead.
Where's my persuasion? I'm too drunk to find it. 9. Surely the funny German number. No.
There's nothing I could do.
Looky here. This here. He'll pull out his maul. This here was forged by your great peoples, and you are not giving me a great image of thyself.
He looks at the hammer.
Ah,
No, that's not the reaction I wanted.
Bought had a hammer like that. He died with it in his hands.
Who did? Where?
I tried to save him. I did everything I could. He just kept stabbing him over and over again. Those damn fish bucks.
You say fish? I ain't never seen no fish pox like you said. Where? I'll get revenge for you.
It's down in the aqueducts.
Down in the you thinking God is there?
He's down in the aqueducts.
I'll protect you. I'll do it for free.
I can't, cause
Come on, man, sober up,
He'll drink another drink.
fucker. Come on now, it's alright. You can get revenge, you know. Kill them all.
I can't kill him. There's too many of them.
In their honor, I shall kill for you.
There's too many.
It don't matter.
There's so many people there.
Huh?
There's so many people. They were taking them. They were doing horrible things.
What were they doing to him? Please, I need this.
I don't know. Clarissa thought that she could figure it out. And the big one smashed her head in. It happened so fast.
Who sent you there? Who was responsible for your friend's death?
Your accent's changing.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm not fucking a stealth character.
Oh, that's weird. We were hired from the board.
This here was a board request, you say?
Yeah. Standard adventuring work. Me, Martin, Clarissa, old dog ear. That fucking coward!
Before you return to your flashback, is there only a certain area of these?
I'm sorry! What the fuck did you just...
You made me break character.
Okay, go on, I'm gonna do it.
Oh. Holy shit, that cracked me the fuck up. Sorry. Oh, man.
Shit. Alright,
Continue. Before you
Right.
return to your flashback.
Is there only one area these fishmen here protect and take people into?
We don't know. We only found one place. We followed the clues. People were disappeared from the eastern warehouses. We found a trail and
Were these people being experimented on, like in a laboratory of sorts?
I don't know. Clarissa.
Please.
Clarissa wasn't able to figure it out. Her red got smashed in.
No, recall some useful, please. I've taken this quest stuff from the board as well.
Martin tried so hard. I tried to heal him. He's got stabbed so many times.
By these fish, man?
Fucking dog ear, that coward. The coward said he was gonna go get help, and he just kept running.
Who was the coward?
Dog ear.
Dog ear?
Is this a loud conversation?
Yes.
Sounds like it is.
He's being very loud.
I'd like to cast 2 spells.
Okay.
The first is Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I'd like to get a visual image of what's going on in his mind. The second would be Encode Thoughts. And I'd like to pull it out as a string, the runes of the encoded thought, and stick them onto my arm to preserve them.
Okay. So in his mind, drunken in the stupor that he's in right now, you will see flashes. You will see 4 companions, Doglin amongst them. Doglin looks different in this vision of his mind's eye. His beard is upkept, and he has what appears to be the symbol of Mytheria on the front of his chest, specifically the shield. You can see that he walks with his 3 companions, Clarissa, Martin, and Dog-Ear, a rogue, a warrior, and arcanist. It would seem, however, that the arcanist wears around her neck a collar, and the 4 of them divulged further down into the aqueducts after reading mission off of a board. Upon reading the board, they go to this warehouse where you can see flashes of them looking through crates and boxes and talking to people outside. You will also see them analyze a scene. You will see that Clarissa bows her head, mutters a prayer to Mytheria, and you will see that her eyes roll back into the back of her head as she begins to commune with the area. You will see the 4 of them divulge into the aqueducts, following clues, flashing of them walking through waist-deep water, opening doors, avoiding traps, and encountering fish-like humanoid creatures known as Sahagwin. It seems, after fighting a small number of them, they entered a larger chamber. There, Clarissa, the arcanist, began to analyze something, while Martin and Doglin investigated the area, and Dog-Ear stayed behind as lookout. The party was ambushed. A large Sahagwin with a great mace smashes Clarissa into the ground, her head cracked open. Martin and Doglin turn to aid,
while Dog Ear immediately retreats, crying out that he'll be back. Doglin and Martin fight hard. Doglin has to choose about who to try to save, and decides to try and save Martin. However, despite this, with the last of the Sahagwin defeated and retreated, the many wounds upon Martin were too great for Doglin to bandage and solve. 2 companions dead and 1 abandoned. You see flashes of Doglin returning, sitting in this chair and watching the days wash away. That is what you see.
Noted. Thank you.
Oh, he will continue crying.
Damn, Frame. I do wish for your betterment. You'll tap him in the shoulder. I do have to return to my adventuring duties as it is.
Be careful.
I will.
You never know when it'll end.
I will. Just walk off his chair. And oh shit.
I saw you were in conversation, Mr. Saul.
Yeah.
Would you like company?
I was just about to leave. Or if you wish to sit next to my chair on the other table, that is fine. Okay. Or you can sit here and we can sit beside the weeping dwarf.
Is there a bartender?
I am poor.
There is several hookahs, but there is an employee, yes.
Is this strictly a hookah lounge or is it a bar?
No,
as
there's drinks too.
Okay. What is the main currency used in Rhine, in the northern part of Rhine? Is it gold coins as well?
Oh fuck, hold on. No, it is not. I believe it is. Oh god.
I'm thinking the Black Desert area.
Okay. The main currency of Rhine, let me double check something. They use glitter glass. So essentially you've got these resplendent glass coins that are marked inside of them, their value. It's basically currency that's glass blown.
Okay.
Yeah.
She will fumble with a few of those from the inside of her overall pouch and look around to see if there's currency on the table that matches it.
There is not. Not here.
She'll look over at Saul. Mr. Saul, I don't mean to impose, but I'm afraid I'm all out of money. Would you perhaps be able to spare a coin for a drink?
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know if I have to keep the accent or not. Yes, I am fine for a drink or two. He will pull out whatever. What's a drink worth? Copper?
Silver.
Silver? He'll pull out 2 silver.
Jenny.
The man will nod and will give you 2 ports. Small glasses of port.
Well, were you able to find anything
I
around?
eavesdropped a bit on your conversation. Perhaps I could help you out with whatever it is you were looking for.
Alright. I am all ears.
Perhaps later. Or if
Oh,
you
yes,
rejoin
of course.
your companions.
sit in awkward silence as I slowly drink my. Actually, I'll fucking put my maul on the table and freeze, like, cool the drink.
The
It's
glass full
glass.
fog.
Easy money. Yep.
Hmm.
Miss, do you wish for a cold drink?
I actually don't mind a chilled port. It's rather unconventional of wines, I think, but sure, I appreciate the gesture.
He'll slide his mace over.
He just.
You just put it on there. He'll be holding it by, like, the fucking grip, I guess, by the butt end of the grip.
You'll notice the confidence you have in the gripping of the shaft, and we'll look over and say, "Smooth. Thank you."
No, miss, I don't swing that way.
Oh, you're into the males.
No, that is exactly what I was just talking about.
Well, don't let me interrupt you.
I don't swing that way. No,
She will leave
please.
you to try and have sex with a dwarf man.
Fuck's
We'll go
sake.
back to these people.
He left. I can't even stop. Well, I'll just fucking sit here in silence, stare at the bartender, and drink my cold drink.
Just take the L.
Fuck you! How dare you! Saul will remember this.
+1, Marlo. May he rest in peace.
I'm gonna fucking die.
I've been on mute this whole time, laughing my head off.
This has been something.
Oh, that's good. Please, Craig, save us.
It's
Do
like
a
a box
thing.
of
Do a Craig thing.
chocolates, Jenny.
Jedi.
It's like, oh God, please continue, please.
Mr. Mrs. I will lean in a bit. What is your name now?
Wilhelm. The pleasure to meet you.
Wilhelm, yes. Do you perhaps know of where I could find a cartographer in the city?
No, but we could find out.
She'll give a nod.
I made contact with someone that can probably get us 2 people with more information. Perhaps a cartographer, but I'm as new here as you are.
I see.
Oui.
En français.
Oh yes, very French.
During this whole time, what has this guy been doing?
Which guy?
The guy on the far right?
He's just been chilling. He has been keeping to himself, bothering no one. Just suspiciously by himself, bothering no one.
Could we, without any, natural reason to do so, talk to all of the people with the tokens?
Well,
Did you say that in character?
I was gonna say something in character, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I should say.
I think the DM is pointing us.
I tend to go around speaking to anyone who looks interesting, but my companions have often told me that is a silly thing to do.
We are gathering information to see which one is the most viable option.
Well,
I've gathered a bit from the conversation that Mr. Saul was having. She will raise up her arm. In general, she's a bit statuesque. Not robotic, I guess, out of the language of the time, but there's a little uncanniness to how still her arm movements are, and she will gesture as subtly as she is capable of doing so to the underside of her arm. There's an inscription of runes as an encoded thought. We'll lower her arm.
Nice tattoo?
I see. As a gesture of appreciation for allowing me to venture on your boat, perhaps I can share some of this knowledge from Saul's conversation in a more private setting.
Okay. I think that would probably do us nicely, as I have some information of my own, as well as a direction. But I am eager to learn what you found. I'll kind of glance over at Damien.
He's currently trying to buy some cigars.
He purchases some cigars for a few silver.
Thank you.
Makes a note in a little notebook.
Can't be
Well
smoking on the job.
If we are confident that we have gathered the information that we need here, we can probably move on. I will kind of glance up at the ceiling and do a little point at the door. I have no idea where she is.
Scribble looks. Scribble.
You're invisible. How are you writing?
Some other guy, like looking at you, looks up where you pointed and doesn't see anything.
I'm doing the same thing. Was that an attempt at a subtle gesture?
What? Oh, no, there was a fly. She bats the air a little bit.
You're a horrible liar.
Yes. I've been told.
If you should probably work on that if your whole thing is disguising yourself as other people. Lying's kind of an important part of that. Just so you know.
Are you the hired guide? Was that an appropriate assessment?
Hold real quick. You cast detect thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, you whilst speaking to the people around you, you also hear mixed in there darkness.
Ziny forfeits.
I'll take note of that.
Servitude, yes.
Good. Yes.
I was never part of contracts.
Every hookah bar, there's one person who's like closeted pro-slavery.
And unfortunately, in this case, that person is a literal demon scribbling around on the ceiling.
Mr. Chrome, did you want to approach that individual over there?
I could, but I don't know how to approach in a subtle manner.
Oh, well, if we're looking for subtlety, she'll grin. We could always send Saul over.
Well, I think he exhausted his subtlety with the barely conscious dwarf.
I don't think that dwarf is aware that he was there.
No, what exhausted my... I ain't even exhausted. I can go all day. I changed my accent again.
Mr. Fimble, I don't mean to be rude, but I would like my question addressed.
Oh, please repeat it. Today's been difficult.
No worries. The one where, I am to presume that you are their guide. That is indeed your role as hired?
Yes, that is currently. Although, slight update on the contract is, increase in payment as...
Sorry.
And now I hear it too, you're good.
There's a slight update on the contract.
What the fuck?
My detect thoughts has been acting up.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's all the voices in the background screaming out at her. Should my increased need of my capabilities needed I shall still be open so long as coin is promised. So, primary job is still a guide. Although, from my understanding, whenever people start looking for rumors and whatnot, trouble is just around the corner.
She will pull out one of the coins from Ryan and slide it over. If I could ask for a brief use of your service, then, do you mind telling me where a cartographer would be in the city and how to, find them?
You'll kind of look it over. Well, you'll pocket it anyway. There are probably a couple areas if you're looking. You'll have to use some different coinage, but perhaps the town hall if you're looking for a more upfront location. Library, but again, they are rather, how should I say, locked up to the public.
I am primarily interested in a map of Corvinus as a reference, a point of reference. I can make a copy of it myself, but I want to have Mr. Chrome mark on it where this library is to be found. So it is imperative that I at least see a map of this continent.
The continent. Libraries would be still the best place to go. Maybe a university? But again, it's going to be a bit difficult to get in. We're not Mornhow. No college of, bards. And you're just going to need a bit of coin, I guess is just the best way to put it. And again, it's pretty and all, but it's not going to be accepted.
Well, what is pretty?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
He'll pull up the coin you gave him. This is... Well, it looks like an imitation of a coin made out of glass.
Looks like
you're a foreigner, yeah?
I am. I originally hailed from Calcatesh. This is where I spent my early years, but of recent I had been to a place called Rhine. Unfortunately, I had not kept any of my Calcateshi currency. It seems that is more akin to something that would be useful here.
Gold is the standard here. Silver if you have it, copper if you're desperate.
She will nod, acknowledging that.
Well, do you want me to approach that stranger over there? Or not?
Well, have you acquired some of these rumors that you've been looking for?
Yes, I've acquired many a rumor in which I can inform you upon once we leave this here tavern.
Raise my eyebrow at the new accent that Sol is employing.
Are you under the influence of mind-altering chemicals?
No, I just can't seem to get the right accent down.
Right.
Right, inconspicuous.
Mr. Chrome, if we are quite ready, I believe we have gathered some intelligence. We should probably go somewhere where we can discuss it less publicly.
Yes,
we'll look
so
around
we
at the
should,
various hookah smokers.
We should go somewhere private. Discuss what we found.
Sounds good.
Well, probably can find a
moving
couple
toward the door.
private rooms here if you need privacy.
Oh, yes. Yes, actually, a private room would do quite nicely. Except, I wonder.
Privacy ain't really private here, is it?
Well, it depends where you go. This is a bit more of an upstanding place. A bit more. Well, they treat people better here. Let's put it that way.
Wow, don't you have any magic you can use to make it more private?
Magic is hardly a subtle solution to these problems, Mr. Sol.
I heard magic has infinite possibilities. A mage can do whatever they want.
In our experience, it appears that might in fact be the case, but
Okay, shall I hire a private room?
please, if you would.
He'll...
Since you're guiding us about.
Yes. Alright, he'll walk up. How much for a private room?
It's Arcadum back.
Oh, is he out about?
Yeah, for a second.
You can also ask the bartender for a shotgun so I can go to the bathroom stall and put it in my mouth after listening to Saul talk.
It is.
You know what, bro? Enjoy it
No.
or don't enjoy it. I'm doing it, bro. I don't care.
I'm enjoying it. Give it to me. It's been great. I'll eat Luke's portion, thank you.
This
Like
is
Forrest Gump, I'll roleplay Kurt Cobain.
On the front boat.
Great. What are you
for a
doing?
second there it sounded like Forrest Gump, and then it just fucking flew off.
Going up on the final ship out on the shrimp boat, man.
I love shrimping. That's not how he sounds. That's too Western.
I need a spell that can rapidly increase somebody's intelligence score. I just want to see what happens.
My intelligence score isn't even that low. It's a 10, bro.
I think there's what is it? Empower attribute or something like that.
I'm back.
Hey.
They are insulting me on my speech pattern.
Jenny, they're making fun of me.
Jenny, they're making fun of me.
Alright. Damien, please.
Damien's. How much for a private room?
The man will look up at you, or look down at you, look around at your companions. Well, you can rent the orgy room if you need it. 10 gold.
Sure. 10 gold. Oof, I'm getting that back. Fine. Though we won't need any of the party bits.
Instrument.
Oh, that's all right. Everything's already provided. Yeah.
Good. Yes. Thank you.
If the lubricant's low, let me know. I've got some animal fat back here you could use.
Again, just a private room. That's all I need.
Okay.
He'll hand him the gold.
Here's the key.
Animal fat.
All right. Thank you.
What's that diet that makes
All
you
right.
crave animal
I got the
fat?
room. There's 10 gold though, so expect that returned.
We don't know what work expenses are yet, so you're gonna have to tank that one, friend.
Let me just respectfully say I'm going to ignore all of that.
Alright. We're going to the orgy room. Good. Great.
Thank you.
What is an orgy?
You were listening in on that?
Nothing but a facsimile of your
Mr.
mind.
What?
Talk pretty loud.
Mr. Wilhelm just said orgy room. I'm unfamiliar with this language.
Oh,
Intricacies of it, at least.
It's,
The room of debauchery. If you care for debauchery, then continue asking the question. If you don't care for debauchery, then let's just end it there and go talk, please.
Mm.
It's
Yes,
a dirty
actually.
room.
that's
Don't-
wise.
Don't feel comfortable there. They never clean them.
Well, don't sit on anything.
I told you, this is a finer establishment. It'll be
Are
fine.
you Are you sure they cleaned the orgy room?
Just don't touch anything.
Can we just go and
We're
not
only
yell
looking for a
out?
private place to discuss things.
I don't think it's clean, Jen.
I don't
You know
think
how
it's-
people code switch? Like subtly, unconsciously code switch? Everyone's vocal intonations are slowly sinking into Forrest Gump. Just do it.
Oh
I'm
no, I
getting
didn't
actually
know that.
I did it. I'm him.
Let's go to the fucking orgy room.
Okay.
Please put us in an
Please,
orgy
I
room
don't
there,
want to be
Tatum.
Forrest Gump anymore.
Show me the
Let
map.
out.
Oh, hold on, I gotta find. There's Nar. I had to go grab her off the wall.
The jiggle physics as a grab her off the wall.
Boing.
Oh my
Invisible, but yes.
So those JRPGs where it's the only physics element.
God.
Oh, hold on.
The goon factor.
Subtly, not subtly.
Alright, you guys go into the orgy room.
Let's talk about the crying dwarf's backstory in the goon room.
I'm afraid I can't get my old voice back. Hold on.
Welcome to the Goon Cave.
Fuck, is that Trey?
All I hear is Forrest Gump, bro. No.
All right. Oh, good.
It's
Oh my god. This map has walls.
Don't look around that corner.
Quality.
You might not like what you see.
Alright, well, you said you found some things, heard some rumors, all that.
Why aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, real quick. You hear thoughts, just heavy breathing in the detect thoughts.
A little bit of clicking.
She will retain by leaning on the maestro mastery level of performance. She will continue to maintain a very serious affect and just assume that's a demon that is possessing probably Saul at the expense of his intelligence.
That's a fair gamble. Continue, please.
She will pull out the encoded thought on the arm and relay the story frame by frame, with as much detail as possible, while sitting down cross-legged, briefly gesturing, but mostly trying to stay as concise or as detailed as possible.
Oh. Well, I mean, it just sounds like some dirty business down in the warehouses. I'd probably assume it's probably a lot more with just human trafficking than anything else.
Dirty business. Are you Sahagwan are native to Calcatesh, right?
Oh, yes, actually, the Sahagwan.
Was that a question for me, or was that in?
It is, yeah. Would I know to call them Sahagwan?
Yes. There's two. Well, they're actually known to most continents, except Elder Sharkai, because they don't fucking go there. There's Sahagwan and Kuatoa, which are the two different types. Yeah. Kuatoa are the more religious, like... The Kuatoans are the more religious sort of castery kind of them, and the Sahagwan are the more like piranha, kill, murloc sort of thing. Although they are both the same species, technically. Continue.
Religious murder.
Oh, I had assumed that the Fishman thing was just a terrible gang name. They're actual fishmen.
Correct, yes.
That is troubling. Being from the Silver Coast, would I have known of these kind of creatures?
I mean, there's old sailor stories of them. You know, like mermaids and stuff. But you've never seen one.
Enough to believe that this is a viable story. Like, okay, it corroborates kind of thing.
I guess. I mean, you see enough evidence of a dragon, eventually you're like, maybe this dragon is real. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, certainly seems strange to have them so out and about. Usually you hear about them being far out into the islands, but being within the city itself, would actually be an interesting angle. Perhaps where are they nested would probably be the bigger question. But don't have the ability to breathe on the water, and by your own complexion, I would assume neither do you.
I can swim, but unfortunately I cannot breathe water. It is not within the realm of my capabilities. Do you mind if I bum one of those, by the way? She'll gesture towards the cigar.
I suppose you've been a bit more the more outstanding of the folk here. You hand you one, cut it for you, and hold up the lighter. Or a match, I should say.
She'll take a bit of extra care to not put any of her paper appendages towards the open flame, but will light it nonetheless, and give you a nod of appreciation.
All right, how does she hold it? How do you hold the cigarette? I know how Marlo holds his. How does she hold it?
Very, like, flapper girl, like 1920s-esque.
yeah, like she's using the three fingers? Like she's holding it long ways? Yeah. Probably, it makes sense, because she doesn't want it to dip down and set her on fire. Yeah, it makes sense.
Which is oddly less feminine than the way that Marlo used to hold them.
Good. Good.
Is the presence of the Sahagwin, is it indicative of anything in this land? Where there is smoke, there is fire.
Well, they couldn't be living in the city. They'd have to be somewhere in the water, and like most creatures in the water, they'd probably have a den, or somewhere that they lay their eggs, being fishmen of the sort. Perhaps a cave, and if you're looking for something underground, perhaps the cave leads somewhere.
Well, I was hoping this would help you.
Well, I'm a guide. I'm trying to give point of direction. I could take you to these docks, the warehouses, and then we could attempt to follow a trail, see where they lead, but I'm going to guess it's going to lead underwater with them being fishmen.
Well, it helps us. At least that's one of those stories of people going missing.
Perfect. Continue. Sorry.
I also have a little information from the man I approached. I have a small bit of business that I will probably go and attend to. And that should lead me to more information. And I will whisper behind me where I hear the chittering. Maybe, if I have the right help, it might go easier. But I think I will find that help myself.
And if you think it's a decent idea for you to run off by yourself in a large city you've never been in before, be my guest.
Yeah. It's more a matter of finding one's way to places that I've been directed. That's not terribly complicated.
But you've already got work.
Small work, on the side. Pays the bills.
Why are we paying bills? Does that one have all the money?
It's an expression, and yes, he carries all the money. We work in a library, Mr. Damien, as it has become apparent. Our bills are information and knowledge, which I will be finding. I have some place to be tomorrow evening, and so if there's anything that we want to go look into before then, that we think we can accomplish in that time, then I'm on board. Otherwise, I would like to wait.
If you are split for time, I think that I can make do with a description of the library, where it is, how to find it. I should have the means to take care of the venture there myself. I do not want to beg for your patience in assisting me with something that I can probably accomplish on my own.
No, that is most understandable. I think, as his widow, he would probably want you to have the means. But I don't want to trust everyone with it, and so, when you get time... Actually, no, Mr. Chrome wants to. Okay, as soon as we can find a map, we'll make sure and detail that for you. Sorry, that was a lot of scattered thinking out loud.
I think you mistook me. I don't want to hold you from your different aims in order to help me find a map. If you can tell me where this is, I will just go myself. I don't think I need a map. If I can piece together what you have told me, I can find it on my own.
I see.
I found you after all.
Then in that case, do you know where the Broken Oaks are? To the north.
Is that a region?
It is a region, yes. To the north of here. Probably a month, maybe 2, depending on how you travel.
Where within the Broken Oaks?
Somewhere around the center, there's an old dwarven city named Moazkadan, recently found. That is where you would find what you're looking for.
A dwarven city named Moazkadan at the center of the Broken Oaks. What is the entrance made out of? The material? Is it metal, stone, wood?
I don't actually know. I haven't paid attention to that. Looks like a large pair of jaws. Big teeth.
It is a passage of stone.
Yes.
Enclosed by 2 walls. I'm sorry, Menethir.
It is a city that is within a cave. And inside that cave is an ancient city of dwarven kind. There at the ziggurat you can find your so-called library.
Yes, I really hope you aren't looking to leave so soon. You're the more balancing voice in this catastrophe I found myself in. Albeit, Venice too has been rather accommodating, albeit quiet.
I would take you there
the compliment.
myself. It is quicker if I took you there than if you walked. I need all the hands on deck for this task of searching the ruins down beneath the Whipping Lake.
Nara, make me a perception check.
Okay. Let me just pull that up. Perception.
You sense something behind you, Nara. Something stirs in the shadows.
Danger sense, Brock?
Negative.
Damn.
Sniffs.
Fucking rats in the woodworks.
Twilight briefly feels something tap her shoulder.
Okay, so I just came back. My internet dropped forever, and I'm reloading. I missed the last 10 seconds. What was before the tapping on my shoulder?
We were just going over Ian talking about wanting to go to the city for the most part. And basically Venetia just told her, hey, we'll take you there, don't worry about it. And then
Using
Nar,
the song, I imagine?
he didn't mention that part, but it implied.
Okay.
But then Nar heard something behind her and notices something in the shadow, and she just touched your shoulder to alert you.
Okay. I'm going to turn to raise an eyebrow.
Okay. And from the shadows, Nar, you will sense a presence, a thin veil of green mist. Venethtir, you will see it form, as will Saul, but Venethtir, you will recognize the green mist, for you've seen it before. And from the mist, you will see this creature.
I've seen that creature too.
Hello?
Hello.
Elagod?
You will see the creature appear, and it will call out, Venethtir.
I'm surprised that you, Chain, still here.
I have come to fulfill my final request. Then I am free of service.
You will see that Alucard reaches behind him and pulls forth a package wrapped in leathered cloth. It will then, Alucard will then look towards Venethtir and will state,
By the rule of succession, it falls to you.
The book, I'm assuming.
creature will shake its head and will offer it towards you.
Oh, grab it.
All right.
What is being gifted upon me?
And as you are handed the package, you will see that the long package, about 4 feet, 5 feet long, you unravel it and you will recognize it for what it is. A stone greatsword, embedded with sigils from every language. Alucard will then say,
It was to be a gift. But now, it is lost. No home, no hands to hold it. My honor is kept. My final service complete.
I think you would have loved this, enjoyed this gift.
May it find service in his absence. I bid you farewell, Venethtir.
and with that, Alucard will step back into the shadows.
Goodbye, Alucard.
Well, that was ominous.
So, wait, Alright, I want to pay raise right now. I had no idea you guys were making deals with these kind of creatures. What in the world? What, who am I helping right now?
No one.
That was
You are
not part of
God.
the deal.
It's brutal, dude. Holy shit.
Know your place.
You have gotten us across the lake. If you wish to terminate our agreement, then I will be taking back the, well, actually, no, you can keep the money. That is entirely up to you. You don't need to know what we're about. That's your business, Mr. Businessman.
Hey, look.
I will have to come clean. From my
You will-
understanding, each and one of us here has ability. I've been observing you all, and I can confirm that with our set of skills, we can be able to do great things. We are leaders of a city called Arcadum. We come here in discreet because the weeping lake beneath it holds a potent power, a dangerous fact. We keep dancing around what we are looking for. It is a vault. A deadly fact.
Are we
You
coming fully
understand.
clean?
Look,
Nar steps back into the shadows.
you need to understand. Making deals with demons and devils is a treacherous thing. Hey, what? Did you have any protections? Did you make sure to have the proper binding circles?
I do not need to. The
Is the
magic
state-
I understand well. I may be a Corvinus, but I've learned much. The magic here is unstable, but properly used, properly filtered, you can have open connections with any kind of creatures you want.
Oh,
Right.
Hello,
Stands
Nah.
behind Chrome.
nice of you to
crosses her
join
arms.
us.
Oh, good. The Nar one approached. Yes, that's what you called her.
Yes.
Steps around the
Yes.
corner.
A bit strange that you show up right after the demon.
I've been watching. Actually, no, that one. Summoned by a different compatriot. He's gone now. But I heard coming clean about details, and I thought I should at the very least show myself, if even briefly.
Nice to have you.
Hey.
But of course, friend. But of course.
Do understand it's a bit difficult for me to believe you saying that you wish to cleanse this place of its corruption when you're literally attempting to use the powers that are corrupting this place.
Demons do not corrupt. It is
Well,
far worse.
I will tell you right now that is entirely incorrect.
You
What
What
he
understand.
you
means to
have
say-
is a Matherian mindset. You need to cleanse yourself of it. Open your mind to it. Everything around you.
Hey, look, Barbarian, you might have a bit of an idea about these kind of things, but trust me when I say I know demons a little better than you, and yes, they are very corruptive of their surroundings.
I think what Mr. Chrome means to say is that,
Okay.
yes, demons can be a problem, and are a problem. However, they are a symptom of a larger problem that we are looking to correct. And so, while some might help us, we'll take the help where we can get it.
You are making dangerous bargains. I will tell you that here and now, and I will also tell you that if you wish...
And you're ignorant.
You have expressed already that you suspect that we are dangerous people. We are simply confirming it.
At the accusation of ignorance from Chrome, for a brief moment, AM's face turns into a pretty harsh scowl. Almost like an animal's reflex. And we'll go back to being very flat.
Gentlemen. We speak the truth. We're here to fix a problem. Whether there was a demon here earlier or not is beside the point.
Raises an eyebrow.
I don't care who you make a deal with. You could summon with her yourself and make a deal with her. I'm here to help you.
Alright. Look,
I agree with that. Full-heartedly, in fact. I myself may be a sorcerer. You can tell by my marks. I show them openly. But even I believe in Matheria. My best friend was a paladin. He was trying to help me, to either get rid of my magic or learn to control it. Over the year that I traveled with him, I've learned the latter. But still, sorcerers are frowned upon, and such I hide. The shadows, visible, always watching, making sure my compatriots, as I gesture to all of you, are safe. And making sure that I don't get noticed, so that I am not a liability.
I have one major question. The city, Arcadum. What is your relationship to it?
I look to Chrome.
I am the Lord, King, whatever you. I rule the city. With an exception of others.
She squints.
Then, a lord of a city, you say?
Indeed. The three of us are very much lords of the city. He will even attest to that.
Yes. The two behind you are new acquaintances. Just like as you, we have picked you up along the way.
So be
Does
it.
Damien seem particularly interested in this city?
He is very clearly going over all this information in his head. Then I have a proposition. I have been holding back some information myself. Perhaps a bit I could use to assist you, and should I reveal it and prove myself useful to you, I wish to have a bit of hold within your city. Nothing of your height, of course, but
A home to call your own.
no, I'm still a bit of a traveler, but having a place that's mine's always been a bit of a dream of mine.
She gives a smile. It's creepy.
Well, we certainly are always welcoming to newcomers. If you can
If you
provide
have the coin
usefulness
to
here.
spare, you can have the land of whatever.
Hmm.
I'm not a
Coin's a bit-
charity.
Oh, don't worry, I have no intentions of being a charity case. As I said, I have been holding back. And he will give himself a little bit of a flourish. I am a member of the Black Hand, practitioner of the dark arts. And I can assure you that I am a rather potent combatant. as much as I wish to not confirm his intuitions.
Don't you all normally carry around a sigil?
Yes, we do. But I'd rather not get undressed, if necessary, in front of everyone.
Oh, fair enough.
He has a mark on his skin. I've heard of this.
Yes.
Yes, there are men like you amongst the barrel lords ranks. I want special.
Oh, I can assure you I am quite a bit more capable than some ragtag you find along. A bit more potent, I guess you could say. I haven't been doing this for quite some time.
Mr.
And-
Chrome, if I may, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you seemed quite adamant on your ability to get me back to Moazkadan quickly. However, I must be open about my doubts, as it is even taking some time for you to navigate this strange conversation. I will say that you are all interesting people, but I am not particularly interested. And I have a duty. I appreciate the knowledge you have given to me, and I hope that in return, the knowledge I have given you all has been commensurate. But I should get going.
Oh? You're not interested in the works of your late husband?
No, I am. And that is precisely where I'm headed to. I'm without context for these disparate ventures you all seem to be headed on.
Context. Your late husband is the reason we're even starting these adventures.
That's true.
The amount of talking he would do to gods and nobles and kings alike is what got us started, got Moazkadan restarted, got us to start small adventuring groups to be sent out to fix the problems of the world. We being the main group, of course, him included. Rest his soul. We're hoping to find another... oh dear. What do they call it? Another structure of... well, tears. She smiles. We're hoping to undo all the problems in good old Corvanis. One at a time.
I will refrain from casting my judgment upon such a suggestion. I'm afraid that isn't my goal.
Hmm.
And what is your goal?
I want to understand the journey that Mali had taken. His thoughts, the thoughts of someone who had clearly been moved by something.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they are written down.
Be assured that his adventure is written down, and be assured that we are at the cups of what he wanted to discover.
I appreciate that.
Mr. Marlowe's endeavor to find the information and catalog it may have been his goal, and perhaps yours. But it has brought an awful lot to light for those of us who care about our homeland and its preservation, which in its own form is a form of preserving the knowledge that we've learned. That's why we're doing it. The task is monumental, and we have brought in a number of individuals from all across the continent, people with the power to move things and make things happen. We're trying to do our part.
There's a coldness to the indifference on her face as you say this to her.
Well, it doesn't look like she could be too well compelled, but I, on the other hand, am more than happy to assist you in your grand adventure, city, and all this. If you need a demonstration of my capabilities, I'm capable. But I assure you, I am capable of great feats, but I also have, how should I say, connections. These demons you are connecting yourself to, they are the wrong kind of shadows to be connecting yourself to. There are mortals who walk these shadows that would be a far better aid, I guess one could say. The rest of the Black Hand is a very capable organization, I must say.
That could be of use. I suppose we have not really had many connections with this Black Hand you speak of.
Explain to me what a demon is.
Demon? It is Scourge Manifest, a form of evil that has found a way to coalesce itself into consciousness. It is... There's also a few different kinds. I'm not a demonologist, but understand that the Black Hand does not treat them well, and they do not treat us well, as neither of us get along.
So you have summed up the Corvinus demon. They are false. They don't even know what they are.
That's
And I assure you that there are plenty within the Black Hand who have specialties in such things. If you wish to know more of these demons, their origins, how they operate, that is information I can get to you.
Mr. Damien, I suppose it is time that I might lay a little information on you. We have spoken to the very god of these demons. I suspect.
These demons?
Well, he does not like them. That does not mean that they are not his. I believe he wants them back, or extinguished. Either way, makes little difference to me.
A little note. Why do you say these demons, and not all demons? When a Metharian speaks of Metharia, she is the god of all. What makes these demons...
Like Na expressed moments ago, the demons of Corvinus, and also Mr. Chrome has mentioned, the demons of Corvinus do not know what they are. They are from another source. They serve a smaller offshoot lord, one of the Enfante spirits.
Consider it all to be factions.
It's very complicated.
I am aware of the connection between the Advanti and the demons.
Huh? Well, there you have it then. The Enfante spirit-based demons are not in league with the demons from elsewhere, so if you have a problem specific to demons from here, then know that the demon that you just saw come through that wall is from elsewhere.
How reassuring that the manifestation of evil and treachery is foreign.
Well, that's fine, Chrome. We're at time anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to do something as I'm probably going to walk away from the group. I would like to yeah. I'm gonna I'll say this. A gift from the speaker to all of you on your journey. I hope it brings insight or wisdom. I must go. I'm gonna drop a hypnotic pattern while channeling and doing so on the whole group. While doing so, I'm going to be singing a chant as I am concentrating and channeling to Alok High to grant truth. We'll say that.
Yeah,
DC.
Counterspell at 4th level.
How does that interact with my madness feature?
Do you have counterspell?
No, I have madness. Oh, he's got counterspell. Okay.
I also have counterspell, and I'm like,
Ain't nothing but a brain egg.
Yeah, if she sees you casting counterspell in response to her casting, she'll stop. She'll drop concentration.
I'll provide Marl's orb
yes.
as
That
it
would
floats
be nice.
behind me. This was gifted from his deity. He became a chosen. To whatever that means, I do not know. But his deity recognized him. Through us. Through our actions. For you to simply leave or disappear, you're walking away from what he created. The things that changed them was us.
Inspiration. That was good.
Our nods.
I believe you. And I don't know you. I don't know any of you. I don't know these blades you carry, the weight of them, what they mean to your story, the intricacies of your language. This is all foreign to me. All I know is that my husband died, and I knew him for who he was, how he saw the world. And I do not know the rest of his story. And I do not want to ask of it from you, because you clearly have your own.
Nar smiles hearing that. Oh, then by all means. Go. Read it as she points to the stone. Read his stories about all of us.
Is this his record of such things?
No, but it will take you there. Speak to Laza. He's a nice fellow. He'll be able to give you all the records, tell you the stories, all that stuff. Quite frankly, I'd like to see you again sometime. I've seen the magics you're casting. You're useful.
She will be unmoved by your words. But look at Chrome and retain focus on him.
Yes, go talk to Chrome.
He will provide the song. Sing this. A man named Lazo will have his records. Perhaps you can come back to it.
Thank you. May the speaker guide a path of truth for all of you.
Question. Did you say the song, or did you write it down?
Yeah, how is this medium being delivered?
I wrote it down to you so that he doesn't say it.
She'll just sing it right there.
All right.
Pop. Whee!
Nice.
Okay. That's what we'll call it. While Thimbletop's brain explodes. And while Saul's brain...
Implodes.
Is he immune to psychic damage?
I don't know.
He is not.
I just look at his face, dude.
I knew this was happening. This is in the report, bro. I have a report on everyone.
This is in the report.
True.
This was in the report, bro.
That's going in
This
the
is-
report.
This is
Dear
common
Barrow
knowledge.
King, they made fun of me.
No.
Dear Barrow King, grant me more power so I can punish these heathens for assaulting my psyche.
I'm telling the Barrow King, don't you dare!
Don't tell the Barrow King, no.
I'm telling him.
I'm telling
Telling
him.
other
good.
guys.
He's tattling.
I'm being good.
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for not just making ahagao noises the entire fucking
Good
session.
job, Luke. You know what?
No, that was
Good.
Oh,
You have
good
no
boy.
idea how much willpower that took.
Yeah, that's
Good job, Luke.
Should have done
We're
it.
proud of you.
probably more than it. Oh my god.
Sorry, ahem.
Are you
Good
going
girl,
to take me
Luke.
to the
Well done.
sanctuary?
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
like full
Yeah, it's leaking.
fucking like
It's leaking
in the
out of
middle
me.
of pornography. Not even Ahagawa fucking shit.
Is that how girls talk? What's your-
That's not how they talk at all, actually.
Very few frames of reference.
Alright, here we go. Let's go over art.
The hub is not a few frames
First
of
we have
reference.
this delectable piece of fan art.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, the Discord has been bullying my fucking character and me. It's not
I feel
fair.
bullied as well.
Oh, another one. This is a very good look. There's even it's got a little
Oh,
tongue
man.
version of you.
Oh god, they fused you with scat.
I
No.
still don't think I can laugh
Abomination.
at this. I still don't think I can laugh at this.
Oh, man.
The party trying to come up with their plan. Twilight Mouse.
And it's just like, alright, the plan. The plan! Yes, the plan.
Losing my mind.
You guys are thinking too much. You gotta think less and act more. That's how you do things.
Yo, wanna talk? Marlo resisting Ohego sounds.
Yeah, for real.
Ah!
Oh, Hago sounds.
Ah!
Akira!
Akira!
Get out of my head! Oh, man. What a good. I like this part.
Solid set. These characters are great, man.
Oh,
I think
man.
they're really good.
Oh god, I gotta re-tag you as the Oszerker.
Os.
What does that mean?
The Asperger Berserker.
It's Aspergerker.
Asperger? Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Berserker.
I don't know, the whole thing
man.
flows pretty well, you know, Asperger Berserker.
The Asperger. Berserker. Alright, good game, everybody. Thanks for watching, chat room. I'll see you guys next time.
See you,
Bye-bye.
chat.